Kampai. It's good to see you this evening. It's tea time. I have a green tea and I added a little mango peach to it, flavoring to it. The light is on. Let's talk. Oh man, I was reading this story. It was kind of funny. Uh, some older ladies. I won't say how old is, but older. Some older ladies was driving along on the highway, and they were going a little slow. And the police pulled them over, came up behind them because it was dangerous. They were going very slow, and he thought they were cute and everything. He was like, "Where you going?" And they were just like, "Oh, just going down the highway." And he was talking to the driver, and he's like, "You're kind of going slow. The speed limit is 65." And she said, "I know. I was going to the speed limit. The sign said 22." And he kind of laughed. He's like, "That's not the speed limit. That's what highway you're on." And she was like, "Oh." So she was going 22 miles per hour. And he thought it was funny, but he looked in the back, and the ladies that were in the back seat they were just shaking. And he asked her, "What's wrong with them?" And she's like, "Oh, they're okay. We just got off of Highway 115. So the moral of the story, and this is what I was taking from it, I thought it was kind of funny. Are we reading the signs correctly? Are we misunderstanding what the signs are for us? We try to interpret what we see as a sign, and then we get on the highway and either we're going too fast or too slow because we read the sign wrong. We didn't understand what the sign meant. So, as you go throughout your reflection time, are you seeing the signs? God gives us a lot of signs. Things are happening all around us at all times. But like I said, we have to have our spiritual eyes open. We have to have our hearts and our minds open to see what's happening all around us. And you have to have discernment. If you don't have discernment, guess what happens? We get on that 65 mile per hour speed limit and we're going 22. Or we're going 115. So that's something I wanted you to just think. Look at your signs. I mean, a lot of us ask for signs. God, give me a sign. And then what happens? We misinterpret that sign. And as I was thinking about this, I was like, how many times have I asked, show me a sign for this, show me a sign for that. And it's been in the wrong sense, let's say. What do you mean by that, Jeff? Well, instead of looking for signs, what I needed to be doing was working on myself. So when the signs come, one thing, I can recognize it, or it doesn't pertain to me. So if I did see the sign, if I'm working on myself all this time, doing what God's called me to do, or showing me things, doing the things that He's shown me I need to be doing, I'm focused on that. And I think in the Bible it was saying that people would be looking for signs. They're always looking up in the sky and looking all around. When is this going to happen? When is that going to happen? When we need to be working on ourselves and working on our vision, working on our assignment. It's easy to get caught up in that, looking for that. Oh, I saw it. Did you see that? And say it is the end of the world, but since we're like, ooh, our house is not in order, and we get swept up with the wrong crowd. So that's what all I wanted to say was really just think about those signs that we're asking for and kind of divert from that. How about we fix these things that God has given us to fix here? Here. This is for you. Fix it. With my help, of course. Not me, but God. All right. So, as always, it's been very, 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 very good to talk to you. Kampai.